Hey guys, Zoroarrkk here, and today I bring you guys another video, and today we are going to be doing a Pokemon Sun and Moon theory video. Now, as you know from my previous theory videos, if you have watched them, they're a little bit far-fetched, and I'm not speaking about the bird. So, basically, let's just try and get into this. I'll try and give you some reasons on why I think this. So, before I even really start, I have to credit my friend Kieran. He was the one that really came up with the idea, and then I just looked into it a little bit more, thought about it, and thought actually, yeah, that could work, that could be a video. So thank you very much, Kieran, for giving me the idea. So we're going to be looking at the Pokemon Sun and Moon news that came out yesterday. Now, as you know, I reported on it, and I'm on about this line that the Alolan Meowth form is a dark type, and that it was developed after being bred by the royal family of Alola. Now, it doesn't really, bring any bells, does it? It doesn't strike anything up. Well, what if I said that this royal family, because of this Meowth, had something to do with Team Skull? Sounds a bit far-fetched again, I'm going to keep saying that for some random reason. But I'm going to explain to you why it could be possible. Now, is it possible? Very slim. Am I really just plucking at random hairs? Yeah, pretty much. But it could happen. And if it can happen, then I'm going to say it. So, let's just start off with the fact that the Alolan Meowth is bred from the royal family. Alright, fair enough. So, Meowth, most likely known for royalty, hence why it was the one bred from royal family. Nothing really too special there. But then let's move into what its typing is. Its typing is dark type. Now, in Japanese, thanks again for Kieran for saying this, in Japanese, dark type is not called dark type, it's actually called evil type. Alright? So, your evil team, your enemy team, whatever. Right, okay, still very weird link. You could say any dark type Pokemon's got linked to that. Well, that's really the point. Because let's look at it on another perspective. So, most of the enemy Pokemon, or like Pokemon that enemy characters have, whether that be in games or in animes, or even just Pokedex entries, are all dark types. If you think about it, you got obviously Zoroarrkk, which in the 13th movie was portrayed as the evil character, despite it was being used and mind controlled, basically. Well, not really mind controlled, but you know what I mean. Corrupted by Kodai. I think that's what his name was. Then you look at Pokemon Movie 4, of Pokemon Forever, the Celebi one. You had the Dark Balls. I can't remember what the hell the guy's name was, but he had a Tyranitar, which is obviously dark type. He also had a Sneasel, which I believe is dark type. And he also had Houndoom, which is also a dark type. You then look into Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm not really sure about Archie, but I know Maxie has a Mightyena. That's another dark type right there. Then you look at the Pokemon you have Murkrow and Hunchcrow, which are obviously crows. They're both dark types, and crows are very lore-based in negative ordeals in real life. You then obviously look at Absol, and Absol in its Pokedex entry has that it brings all this evil doing and negative things and bad problems towards it like a magnet. So that's really, pretty strong link with dark types. But then again, Alolan Meowth could just, still be a dark type, so what? It could be any dark type. Not all dark types are like that. I can't think of any really on top of my head, but not all dark types like that. You look at Yveltal. Yveltal's a bloody destruction god, and that's a dark type. I can't remember whether it's a pure dark type or a dual type, but it's dark type. So then you look at the other aspect of it, is that Meowth was used by Giovanni in Generation 1 in Team Rocket. Alright. It actually had a Persian, so obviously it would have been a Meowth at one point. Team Rocket had Meowth in the anime, so and it could speak for some random reason that you never really find out, I don't think. I might be wrong in that. But again, you have a Meowth and you have a Persian, so obviously there's something to do with that line. To further make that, it's also, I believe, shown in the anime at some point. I might be wrong again at this, but Giovanni is basically a wealthy trainer as well as a feared one. Obviously being gym leader of Viridian Sea, I think it was, in Generation 1 before it was taken over by Blue. So, you know, you got that royalty, wealthiness, capitalism type ordeal there as well. Then you also look at, you know, how far-fetched that could be. I don't know why I still keep using that word. But think of X and Y, Lysander. Lysander was working with Professor Sycamore and Mega Evolution, ended up being the evil guy of Team Flare. So, it could be possible. It could very well be possible that this Meowth with this royal family has something to do with Team Skull. And then also, another just little point here, is that if it's a royal family, they're obviously going to be, you know, somewhat wealthy. They're not going to be on just one of the islands. We know from earlier information that there is 4 normal islands, and then there's one in the middle that is man-made. So that's where you can expect the royal family to be, and the Meowth to obviously be as well. Wouldn't that just be a perfect place for Team Skull to reside? Place just secluded by water and got all the royalty so no one goes around it? I think it's perfect. So, like I said, it's pretty, you know, out of the box. And just another thing I can also think of is the fact that Alolan Meowth is the only one that was bred. You have Alolan Marowak that evolved, or not evolved, but adapted. You had Vulpix and Ninetales that adapted. You had Executor that adapted. You had Sandshrew and Sandslash that also adapted. So they all adapted to the environment except for the Meowth, which was bred. Anyway, guys, this has been Zoroarrkk. I hope you guys did enjoy this theory. If you think it's completely out of the box and I'm delusional, comment it down below and leave a like just to show that. Thanks again for Kieran to give me this idea, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.